Hi fellas, me again, Nigel. Right, this is just a quick inbox review of what the kit I'm going to do for the ISM Cold War group build. And here it is. It's the Mirage 3E by Italeri. And it's cost me $14.99 from the Doncaster Air Museum. Which is a good couple of hours out, by the way. There we are. And I think I'm going to do that. That's on the box art, which is quite cool, flying over probably the Swiss Alps, because it's French Alps, Swiss Alps, whatever. Couple of photos there of what it should look like. Whether it looks like that when I've finished, be a different story. And also the normal bit about the aircraft. Okay, so let's get the box open and have a look. Right, let's put them there for a minute. This kit is quite an old kit that they've reboxed. It's a ESCI kit that was done in the early 1980s. And for that reason, it's got raised panel lines. I don't know whether you can see them. Oh, maybe just about. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it all off the kit, off the spoon, and then using the panel lines, I'm going to put some Tamiya tape, some dynamo tape on, and as a guide, rescribe all these panel lines and what have you. The flying surface, the ailerons and what have you, whatever they're called, are all got a decent trench, shall we say, to indicate where the fold and what have you. And same with the the wing leading edges. And then we've got on the bottom, we've got a little bit detail in the undercarriage bays. Looking on some of my reference material, I might be able to add to that, but it was quite busy under there. It's whether I can actually get it in at this scale. The front undercarriage is moulded in two parts. So the wheel goes in the centre and then they close up. So there will be a seam line on that, which I will have to deal with, but it shouldn't be too hard to get rid of. And then the rear, well, the main undercarriage legs, I've got a little bit of wire on, which is quite good. So other than, for that spoon anyway, other than the raised panel lines, not a bad kit. Okay, with the, and there's the, I don't know if you can see it, the joystick, I believe. Okay. Next spoon is one with the main fuselage on. Same again, raised panel lines, which, well, same again. I'll do exactly the same again. The plastic seems quite nice. The one big downfall with this kit, that there is the instrument panel, and as you can see, there is no detail on it whatsoever. Same with the, that bit and that bit make up the cockpit tub. Again, no detail whatsoever. I had a quick look at the decal sheet and there are decals on there, but I'm going to have a look, see if I can maybe do some dials somehow, some way. But I'll have a quick look at that. The seat has got some seat belts on, and that is the ejection harness or ejection sheet, whatever it is, above the pilot's head. So that's quite nice. The undercarriage doors, I don't know if you can see on this one. Let's see if we can get you a decent shot. It has got some injection pin marks, and then if you go onto the back side, I don't know if you can see, it's just a little, can you see them little sink marks? Yeah, so I'm going to have to deal with those. Oops, dropped it then. And yeah, there's a few injection pin marks on the undercarriage bay doors, and the same on the front one. I believe that is just there. See, a nice big round dot. The wheels are moulded 2 parts solid. There is very, very fine tread marks. I mean very fine tread marks on there. So that will get lost when I clean up the wheels. But again, I might be able to add that back in, depending. Alright. Next, either the drop tank or a bomb or whatever, a couple of rockets or sidewinders or wherever they are, and the nose cone. I'll have to watch out for that bit. Actually, I might cut it off and then stick it back on after the P.O.T. tube. Knowing me, I'll snap that off as soon as I've built it. So we'll have to be careful with that. Again, a couple of more rockets, drop tanks, bombs, sidewinders, wherever they are. Okay. Same again for the other school spoon. And I think that's a radome part. I wonder if that's a bit for the nut thing. Yes, that is. Yeah, I've just noticed on a lot of my reference materials, I was looking and I thought the tail fin was wrong, but that's the bit that goes in the front of the tail fin to give it the right shape. One more spoon of sidewinders, rockets, and no idea what that bit is. Again, it might be the same. Again, I don't know. So I'll have a look at that. One thing I did notice that's quite bad. I have here the nozzle. Not brilliant detail. And if you have a look just inside, I don't know if we can see. Can you see them little round marks? Pin injection marks. How I'm going to get rid of them, I have no idea, if I'm honest. Because that's going to be fairly noticeable through the back. No detail inside at all. I know it's like a corrugated tube inside. So I'm going to try and replicate that somehow. What I might do is totally cut that out, so then I've just got the nozzle on the outside, and feed some sort of corrugated tube type thing in it, and maybe try and do a fan of something if I can get any more decent pictures. Okay. Next, the clear parts. That's it. The canopy can be open or post open or closed, but that's it. 3 pieces: the hood, head-up display, the windscreen as such, and the actual canopy. That's it, and that's it. Right, for the decals. On the decals, as you can see, there's the bits for the instrument panel. And on the decal sheet, you get a Australian one, an Australian one, a Swiss one, a Spanish one, and a couple of French ones. Now that's French, and I know that's French because that's the one I'm going to do with the shield on the bottom, and these 2 bits here. They go on the undercarriage doors, the main undercarriage doors. So that's going to be fun lining up. So that's the one I'm going to do. Very, very colourful with the scheme, which I'll show you in a minute. So it should look quite an interesting aircraft. Okay. Right, on to the instructions. Same as the last Italeri I do. I don't normally do Italeris. This is the only second one I've ever done with a description of the aircraft in English, French, and all the other languages. With a sprue map. There we are. And there's the colour call-outs are for they've got FS numbers, which is federal standard for those who don't know, and model masters, which might not, so I'll be choosing Umbro. And what I've already done, I've already gone and find the main colours out for the ones I need, which I haven't got, so I've got to go and find them. As I was saying about being a very basic cockpit, there we are. As you can see, the tub goes onto the chair goes into a tub, which is a couple of pieces with decals on it, and that's it. Which should be fun. A very, very simple build, very easy to understand. There's a couple of bit more things. So in total, we have 7 build stages. So a very, very simple kit. Right, and that one down there, can you see it? Is the one I'm going to do. The underside, silver. A light ghost grey and a medium grey. It's like a bluey grey. Both from a dark bluey grey and a light bluey grey, which I think should look really, really good. Especially with that deep green decal on it and the shield underneath. But one thing I'd like to ask if anybody knows, all my reference I've seen and found of this aircraft, they've got this, obviously this camo on the top, and it's quoting here that it's silver underneath. Now, I've not been able to get any underneath shots, any photos or anything to see whether it is silver or not. But what I have seen is the light blue colour seems to wrap around underneath. Now, if anybody can tell me whether it's a silver or the light grey colour, light ghost grey colour, I'd be much appreciated. Okay? So that's the first French one from 1977. Right, the next couple, same camo scheme, both French. There we are, 1975 and 1970. Then we move on to the other French one, which is all silver, which I'm just doing a silver one with my P38, so I didn't fancy doing another one. And again, this one is a dark green and dark gold grey, which was quite a lot of aircraft around at that time. That one's from 1970. The top one is 1965, so that's quite an old one. Next, we've got the Swiss. Again, all in silver, and that's from 1989. And the Aussie one, the Australian one, which is 1968. Again, both all in silver. Okay? And I think that's your lot for that. Reason why I'm doing this, I haven't done a jet for a long time, so it's sort of like a little bit out of my comfort zone. I think I've done a Sea Harrier and a Phantom, but they were about 4 or 5 years ago, so not recently. So this should be a nice change for me personally. Well, that's it on the review. It's just a shout out to Chancer North Wales, or Chancer North NW. Say thank you for your recommendation and the shout out on your channel. Thanks a lot. And I would also like to say thank you to everybody that subscribed me. I've got over 30 now, well 31, so just, which I didn't expect at all. I'm hoping that I might get 10, but I didn't. I've got over 30, which I'm rather happy about. So thank you to you all for watching my boring vids. Alright, so I'll see you again next time on my next video. So ta-ra for now, bye.